5 mistakes footballers make while dribbling in 5 minutes. We're going to make this video very succinct in about 5 minutes or less. Make sure you get my free ebook Game Changer down below before we get started. 33 ways to improve your game, stand out on the pitch. It's an absolutely free ebook. And let's get into the very first one. We're going to start in reverse order, starting with number 5. Now, number 5 is using the wrong part of your foot to dribble. Now, ultimately, you can use any part of your foot to dribble, do skill moves. There are different things you can do with every single part. But there are parts of the foot that are better to use in different situations. For example, when you're dribbling at speed, you want to use the outside or top of your foot. And sometimes players will try and use the inside in these close control situations in the beginning, new players, and it doesn't work out so well. So make sure you're really learning to use the outside of your foot to dribble at speed in close control, because it is one of the most common and effective techniques to use, especially when dribbling at speed. Number 4, another mistake is lack of control over the ball. A lot of players don't know how close or how far to push the ball out. And a lot of players will not push it out far enough when they need to exploit space, or keep it close enough when a defender is too close. And if you are unable to control this, it means you need to work on your dribbling more, which means if you go to dribble and you keep pushing it out too far and you're not able to keep it in control while dribbling at speed, get out there and start working on your dribbling more and more, because it just means you need more practice. But a lot of players sometimes, even with the practice, won't know when to push the ball out further or keep it close, and these are things you need to learn how to do as well. Not only getting good at the technique, but when to use each technique. Before we continue, put "I am becoming a better dribbler every day" down in the comments to kind of align yourself more with this. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button down below as well. Now let's move on to number 3. And number 3 is tunnel vision. Now, you can definitely not look up the whole time while dribbling. This is a myth, and it's not something that can happen. Just watch Messi, watch Ronaldo, watch the best players dribble. Are they looking up like this the whole time at the whole pitch while they're dribbling? No, but that doesn't mean you should have tunnel vision. That doesn't mean you just put your head down and you drive yourself into a corner. You want to strategically look up when you can. When you know you've beaten that player and you have that opportunity to look up, or there's a little bit of space and you have that chance to look up, using your peripheral vision as well to see what's going on around you. And this comes with practice, but don't get caught just staring at the ball the whole time and never looking up. You might miss that teammate that's in a great position for you to pass to. You might miss that space you need to exploit, or you might not know that there is someone else that is coming around, on your right or left side to take the ball from you. So do make sure you're looking up strategically. Don't have tunnel vision, but don't worry about you need to dribble with your head up and never looking at the ball. That's not really possible. I don't know a single player who does that. Again, the top players, Messi, Ronaldo, don't do that, but they do look up when they can to, again, see what the surroundings are. Next, it's not working on other dribbling techniques like cutting and turning. A lot of players in the beginning, they learn how to dribble in a straight line, and that's it. You need to know how to cut, turn, pivot, change directions quickly and at speed. Because if you can just dribble fast in a straight line, that's good. You want to get good at that technique, but you also need to know how to zig and zag and weave and cut and turn and pivot. And there are many different drills that can help you do this, including the zigzag drill, which causes you to dribble straight at the cone, then cut around it towards the other cone, going in a zigzag pattern. Make sure you're learning other ways to dribble that include stopping and going, using acceleration, decelerating, all of these different things. And sometimes players don't actively work on these things, and it does hurt their dribbling. Make sure you're not just learning how to dribble in that straight line. Make sure you're doing that too, but also cutting, turning, pivoting, and getting good at these techniques as well. And number 1 is decision making, knowing when you should and should not dribble, because a lot of players either over dribble or under dribble. Now, under dribble is, again, something that might be surprising to many of you, but yes, there are players that they have the opportunity to dribble, and it would be advantageous for them to do so, like taking on the last man and getting a cross in or even scoring, and they don't do it. They shy away, they don't have confidence in it, and they pass it off. Knowing when to dribble and knowing when not to dribble is half of the game, because you could be the best dribbler in the world, but if you're dribbling when you shouldn't and not dribbling when you should, you're going to be ineffective. So watch the best players that are dribbling, start to understand their thought process when it comes to this, and dribble when you should, or learn when you can, and definitely learn to stop over dribbling if that's a habit you have. All right, that's been 5 mistakes footballers make while dribbling. We kept that at about 5 minutes or under 5 minutes. Please make sure you're applying these things, and check out some of my other videos for more in-depth information on this topic, including many videos that give you drills to do to improve your dribbling. I'll put one down below if I can remember to do so. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.